Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on the show, or you have a bright idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in those comments below, or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. But without further ado, Blow the Whistle is here for you. How you guys doing? And once again, we're back. Oh man, it's been a long week. And it's always a sad one when we get to this time of the season. My goodness. Because after the Super Bowl, it's what? What do we have? What do we have? We gotta wait so long. So long. But you know what? We're gonna talk about more about that later on in the show. Let me introduce you to my co-host today. And he goes by the name of Patrick Nagle. Did I say it right? No, it's Nagle. Nagle. I said it right before I came on, you guys. I apologize to you, Patrick.
It's all good. Let me answer your question right off the gate, Wayne. After the Super Bowl, we got pitchers and catchers, we got NBA, we got March Madness, and we got hockey. We got UFL if you're into the United Football League. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Sports never slows down.
But I have a special spot for the Shield, man. It's right here.
I got it right here. I do too. But we got plenty of sports.
Yeah. We got plenty of sports. And I don't want to leave our Blow the Whistle almanac out here. He's going to be calling in tonight, and you know him. You see him all the time, and he goes by the name of Mr. Stephen Rubain. How you doing, sir?
Oh man, I feel a little naked not being on the screen, but I feel good because, as Patrick said, sports always goes on. After the Super Bowl, there's always going to be plenty of things to discuss. So
he made me feel a little better because I was in the dumps, you
feel like the world's gonna come to an end after the Super Bowl. No.
We
just move on to the next. Yeah. The sports fans just move on to the next thing.
Yes, this is true.
It frees us more time.
Keep it coming, baby. Keep it coming.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to stop hiding out from your creditors. Hey, if you make a bet, you gotta pay your bet, Steve. You gotta pay your bet. You can't be this in hiding. All the time you in hiding.
You can just call me Steven on the run.
We're going to call him Steven Alligator Arms. You can't reach his wallet.
There you go. I'm going to be someplace different every week.
Yes. So, Patrick, how was your week, sir?
My week's been busy, but good, man. I'm excited for the big game this weekend. I think it's going to be a good one. I like the matchup. I think as much as it breaks my heart that my team isn't playing in the big game, I think these are the two best teams, and I'm excited to see them do battle this week. And I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a good one. And you guys, Patrick is a treat for you guys. We're going to be bringing him here too, also with Blow the Whistle Sports. He's going to specialize in that MMA, and he got something to say about everything, just like we do.
Yes,
just
sir.
like we do.
Yes, sir.
Him and Steve are going to go head up, and heads are going to bump when it comes to baseball. Finally, somebody that's going to challenge the almanac. Finally.
Yeah. Bring it. Well, let me ask Patrick, first of all, Patrick, who's your team?
San Francisco Giants, baby.
Team. Ooh, San Francisco Giants. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a Baltimore Orioles man, so I do have a soft spot for the Giants. I'm not going to lie, though. So I'm hoping you guys can have a strong season, get the Dodgers a run. It's been a while, so somebody needs to knock the Dodgers off.
Hey, roll. You got a Dodger fan right here, buddy.
I know that. That's why I just said somebody needs to knock the Dodgers off.
I'm gonna need you guys to have a little respect for the champions up here.
No respect given, sir. No respect given.
No respect given.
It's okay. It's okay. I know some people will be a little butthurt.
Listen.
But
listen.
Well,
I know we're going to talk about some things later in the show when it comes around the concept of cheating.
Let's give
I'm just
But
putting
if
it
you're
out
going
there.
to cheat and the Dodgers are going to just, blatantly subvert the rules to build a super squad, I mean, come on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna have plenty of time to get into the whole Dodger thing. It's gonna be weird to be Clayton Kershaw though doing color commentating.
Well, Steve, I'm gonna let you take
That's
us.
gonna
I'm
be a
gonna
little
let you
weird.
take us where we're going. But before we go there, how was your week?
Yes. My week's been good. Just like I said, I'm excited for the game as well. I like the two defensive matchups, so I think we always say defense championship. So you got the great Seahawks defense and you got a great Patriots defense. So it's going to be whoever gets the most turnovers, whoever causes the most mistakes, I think is going to win the game.
We'll wait till
That's
we'll wait till we get there. Where are we going first, Steve? Where are we going first?
We're going to go with, well, we got to start first of all with the NBA because it is the NBA trade deadline tomorrow, and the NBA trade has been hot this year.
Super
so
hot.
Let's start first with the big one. Anthony Street Clothes Davis. Those who don't know, that's old Charles Barkley came up with that great nickname for Anthony Davis because he spends more time on the sidelines in street clothes than he does on the court.
Hey, that's a beautiful name. I know his suitcases. He must have got a lot of little tags on them.
He does.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
He's a superstar that moves around a whole lot.
The Dallas Mavericks found a sucker in the Washington Wizards who managed to trade. Now listen to this. They traded Anthony Davis and 3 lesser players for CJ McCullough, 3 lesser players, and the Wizards gave them 2 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks.
Sounds like a win for somebody there.
Yeah. But the only thing I want to add to that is that the Wizards have already come out and said
it might be worse than Herschel Walker.
Yeah, but Wizards have already come out and said that they're going to sit Trae Young and Anthony Davis the remainder of the season. So they made this trade looking to get into next season, which, I mean, that's a lot to give up on 2 aging guys and next season. So,
well, man, it might be brilliant because, he might need to heal from something that happened before he got there. And they want him to come in at 101%.
I hear that. I just feel like if you're rebuilding a team, I mean, look at what the Detroit Pistons did, right? They traded away a lot. They gained a lot of assets. They drafted wisely. Now they got a great team full of great players, and they're going to be a real competitor for a long time. I think that's the blueprint on how to compete. I don't think trading for Anthony Davis and Trae Young is going to instantly make you a competitive basketball team.
Hey.
Just saying.
And it looks like the Dallas Mavericks are going down that Oklahoma City road of collecting draft capital, build up as many draft picks as you can, and over time, that's going to lead you to a championship. So we're going to see. This is one of those trades we're going to see 4 or 5 years from now who really won this trade.
True.
So, we're going to bring that one. Now, the other trade that was interesting is James Harden getting traded to the Cleveland Cavs, essentially for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. I don't know what to think of this one. It looks good on the surface, having James Harden tie up with the other superstar player for the Cavs.
Well, Donovan Mitchell. I don't know that their play styles work together, if you ask me.
That's a big question. Do their play styles work together? What do you think?
I don't think so. I mean, Donovan Mitchell likes to be a drive and penetrator and dish, and Harden likes to hold the ball and draw fouls. So I don't know that he likes to play slow, right? And Donovan Mitchell likes to play fast.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit that one puzzles me a smidge for the Cleveland side. They didn't give up a whole lot, but I don't know that necessarily makes them that much better.
Well, maybe both of them will become each other's yin and yang.
Maybe. I just Harden has also moved around a lot.
He's gonna have to give in.
Harden has also moved around a lot. He hasn't changed his play style much, and he has been moderately successful in every stop he's had. And I don't know if he takes the Cavs over the top to be a finals competitor, in my opinion.
Hey,
yeah, I'm kind of with you there too. So we're gonna have to wait. It's another one of those wait and see trades because So those were the 2 big ones. There's some smaller ones too. We can get to next week, but
Well, you're forgetting about the
Well, we
the
we
Triple J trade to the Jazz. I think that's actually the biggest trade personally.
Uh-oh.
yeah, that might be it. That could turn out to be the best trade. I just don't. I've seen Utah for too long. Utah just cannot be a championship team. It's just
What was the compensation?
So the Jazz gave up a lot of picks and players, but I just think that he's
Yeah.
in his prime where everybody else we're talking about, I would say, is on the back nine of their career, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, where
Right.
where James Jr. is, I mean, that guy, he's a beast, and he's got 5-6 more years. So if the Jazz can put together a package together other players, there's rumors I'm hearing they might move Lauri Markkanen for some picks and some players. So there's some discussion that perhaps if the Giannis trade doesn't happen for the Golden State Warriors, that the Warriors flip Kuminga to the Jazz. I think the Jazz are a team. It's incomplete right now, but I think having that guy as their anchor at center, I think they actually might be moving up the board to competitive basketball. In my opinion, I really like that trade. I'd be curious to see what they do the rest of the trade deadline here. We got another almost 24 hours left, but also what they could possibly do over the summer. But I'm thinking they're putting themselves in a position to be pretty good.
The only problem I would have with that trade is that they gave up 3 first-round picks.
True.
Utah did for this pick. That's a lot for some. I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a very, very good player. I don't know if he's a 3 first-round pick player.
Well,
that's my only concern. I get nervous about those trades.
But if you're drafting outside the lottery, I don't know, with everybody coming out after 1 or 2 years in the NBA, in out of college into the NBA, anyways, I don't know if the number 1 picks hold their value as much as they used to.
It's not the same.
Yeah. So he's going to need to be a superstar to make this trade really pan out, in my opinion. He needs to get to that next level.
Oh, I agree. I agree with you there.
So that's going to be the telling point. If he can raise his game to get to that next level, then we can talk meaningful trade. But well, the two big ones we're still waiting out for is Giannis, the Greek freak, and then also Ja Morant. Are those two going to stay at their respective teams, or will they be traded tomorrow morning? So that's what we're going to be looking out for.
And we will keep you guys all updated.
Giannis is coming to the Golden State Warriors. Book it.
Ooh, okay.
He will be a Warrior in the morning. Book it, write it down. You heard it here first. Let's go.
Okay. That we got the stamp of approval.
I want to see.
You heard what you got. We're gonna put Giannis with Curry in his prime.
Boom.
I guess the big question is, will the Warriors finally give up on Draymond Green?
Yes.
Because they've been holding on to him and holding on.
He's a fixture, man. He's a fixture.
He's gone. He will be a part of the trade.
He might not be doing the same things, but he could be, helping out with the locker room, making sure everything's okay.
I'm a diehard Warrior fan. Been so since when they barely won 15 games. I mean, I was there when we drafted Joe Barry Carroll. Okay, but let me just say this: Draymond Green, for me, his act is worn thin. When he was at the height of his abilities, I could get away with the 20 million texts and all that and getting ejected every other night, but he's not there anymore, and it's just frustrating. It's like, you're going to get tossed. Why don't you just be quiet? But he just keeps talking. So it's not going to break my heart for him to move on. It broke my heart when Clay moved on, but I get it. It's a business.
That's a different story. That's a bunch of talent that left.
I'm telling you right now, Draymond Green will be a part of the package to Milwaukee to get Giannis in Golden State.
I don't think Draymond Green.
We're going to keep a tab on that.
I want to see.
Keep it. Write it down.
This is that one last rush for Curry. So, I mean,
let's do it.
Let's do it. So I'm excited to see it. I'll be excited to see it. So
let's make it memorable.
Let's make it memorable.
Where we going now, Steve?
Super Bowl. Let's just before we get to the Super Bowl, let's get into a real quick topic that's been hot for this last week, and that has been the NFL Hall of Fame snubs. Last week we went over and we went off on Bill Belichick, all these people who have been crying how he was robbed, and he's first ballot Hall of Famer, and the Hall of Fame means nothing if you don't let him in on the first ballot, blah, 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 blah. And we, of course, at Blood Wilson Sports, we gave the real take that bottom line is that he cheated. And when we get to a point where we don't respect cheating anymore, we just think cheating is okay, then we lost our way. So for all you people out there who are all crying about Belichick, well, guess what? Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, also was snubbed on the first ballot. So everybody who said that they're just picking on Belichick, are they just picking on Kraft too?
Well, you know what? I believe we would have to see, because I've been getting to this discussion. They've been in my DMs asking me question after question, and the thing is, they believe that Tom Brady will get in on his first ballot just because he's the nice guy. Everybody loves Tom, and if Tom gets in, then we're gonna have to revisit this. I already said that because there makes no sense for Belichick not to get in if Tom can get in, and Tom got busted cheating as well.
100%, I agree with you, Wayne.
Big question mark.
If we're gonna hold the line and say, cheaters can't get in on their first go, are we really gonna hold the line on Tom? No way. He's getting in on the first thing. But I have one thing to say: if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So I mean, they got caught.
Saying right there.
They got caught, and they're gonna pay the price. I mean, it's not like it's coming out of their pocketbook or anything. I think both those guys are doing fine. They will get in. They will get in. They're just not going to get in this time.
Yeah, but
let me ask you, Patrick, as a big baseball guy.
Okay.
Sure. Baseball has a whole different approach towards cheating because you got a whole generation of players during the steroid era who have all not only not got in on the first ballot, they haven't got in at all. And we're talking about Barry Bonds, we're talking about Mark McGwire, we're talking about Sammy Sosa, we're talking about Roger Clemens.
Yes.
I can go on and on.
Well,
Alex Rodriguez now. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna blow everyone's mind here. If everyone's ready for it. First off, Barry Bonds never tested positive. Okay.
Bingo.
Okay. Right. So any discussion of him being quote unquote a juicer is speculation. Secondly, and the most important point I'm about to say, and baseball needs to open their eyes and stop being ridiculous. It was not against the rules in baseball to take performance enhancing drugs. And the whole reason that all those players got quote unquote busted was because the Major League Baseball came and said, hey, do an anonymous survey. We want to know if we have a problem or not. So people submitted to the anonymous survey, promised that they would keep their names out, and then the reporters go and bust it, and they release the names. Again, Barry Bonds' name not on that list. But the point being is that Major League Baseball did their players dirty, and I think it's an absolute travesty and a joke, because if everyone was doing it and it was legal at that time, how can you say one guy deserves to be in and one guy deserves to be out? I mean, come on. Fred McGriff, I love the crime dog, but is he a better player and a generational talent versus Barry Bonds? Not even close. I mean, give me a break.
Doesn't hold a candle to him.
I just think it's an absolute travesty, and Major League Baseball, in my opinion, Hall of Fame is a joke. The NFL Hall of Fame, I think, is a much more legitimate organization, and I respect what the voters did this time. I mean, you can only put in a few people when you're down to what's called the slight edge of the ruler, right? And you're picking between this guy, and this guy has a black mark, then maybe he goes down a tick and he just loses a couple votes. I completely support that.
Man, you just put a fire under them. My goodness. And yeah. I'm gonna add this. I don't think Brady's getting in on the first ballot.
I think he is.
Sorry. They have to make their decision this time make sense. And if they let Brady in, Belichick not getting in is a travesty.
I don't disagree with you, but I just somehow feel I think it's going to be a PR nightmare for them not to put Brady in on the first vote.
I totally understand, but that's what makes this exciting. We get to watch this in live time.
Hey, tomorrow night, I'm putting it out there, quickly. Luke Kuechly getting in on his second attempt into the Hall of Fame. Let's go. This is for you, Luke.
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
Hey, I like the way that guy thinks, Steve.
No, I mean, Luke, he should definitely have got in on the first ballot.
Of course.
Second ballot, I have no problem with it because, he he represented the league well. Was a fierce competitor, and like I said, definitely is a Hall of Famer. So
Poster boy for
I'm
the
just curious to
league.
see who else gets in. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm going to be curious. I was a little surprised that Eli didn't get in, but that's a debate for another day because I think there's a criteria for Hall of Fame we could debate ad nauseum because I think there's some fun.
When are they announcing it?
Tomorrow night.
Now, announce it tomorrow night on the NFL Honor Show.
Now you know what will be crazy? Because all this chatter that we've been given about Belichick,
and he gets
in. Exactly. All these people. This was something that was leaked. This wasn't official, but we all been reporting on it like it was official. Wouldn't it be crazy if they let him in?
It would be funny because then you got to ask the question: was he in originally? And then the outcry they switched it up, but I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be crazy. That would be funny. I would laugh. I would laugh.
Hey, so all I can say is, hey.
All right, Steve, what's next, baby? Let's go.
We got to get right to the big one, the big game, Super Bowl.
Boom.
One? Is it that much?
6-0.
There you
Super
go.
Bowl 61?
There it is right there.
We got the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots going to their 13th Super Bowl. Most of any organization.
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
Now.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get you guys to tell me. I know I've been hearing the stuff y'all been saying, but let's do this official. You ready?
Ready, let's go.
Sunday, February 8th. We got the Seattle Seahawks pulling up on the Patriots in San Francisco, and this matchup is going down. Now, I gotta know. Patrick, who are you taking?
The Seattle Seahawks for the win, baby.
Woo! Steve, who are you taking, sir?
I'm taking the Seahawks as well.
Boom.
Now, before I get mine, I want to know, Patrick, what do you think the score is going to be in this game? How do you think this game is going to go?
I think it's going to be a little higher scoring than people think. I'm going to be looking for like a 31-27 type of game.
Hey, I like the way you're thinking. I think it's a little off, but I like the way you're thinking. Steve, what do you think the score is going to be?
I got 24-21.
Woo! My goodness. And I got 31-13, Seattle.
Wow, you got a blowout.
I believe Seattle is going to come in and show out, and the Patriots are gonna be fighting in that first quarter. I just don't think they can hang. I don't think they're supposed to be there. Quite honest, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think neither one of these teams is supposed to be in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to disrespect them because they did all it took to make it there. The officials, they did their thing this season, and it seemed like in almost every game in the fourth quarter there was a future turning call called in those games. It was an upside down game. Or what I won't say upside down. What I will say is it was a close game, and at pivotal moments, the refs, when they made these calls, and I just feel that way. I just feel that way. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because this is our Super Bowl. This is our Super Bowl, but I believe now it's going to show up like a sore thumb, and you're going to see the problem with what happened. It shouldn't. A Super Bowl should never be upside down. It should always be a good game because you're getting the best of the best. But I believe we're not getting exactly what we paid for. Seattle is the better team in this game, and I'm not taking anything from New England because I like this team. But being under those lights, first time against these vets, I say Seattle's going to just wear them out like they got them in the back of the shed with the belt off. Sam Darnold tell him, I told you not to come here. Me and my team was coming, and we leaving with the win convincingly.
Well, Wayne, although I don't think New England's going to win, I think you're kind of giving them not a lot of love. I mean, you can only play who's on your schedule, and you go out and win those games. you're overlooking the fact that they got a lot of Super Bowl experience on that coaching staff that can prepare them. I mean, Josh McDaniels, this is his 10th Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator. And, so he knows how to, draw up a game plan. He knows how to, Vrabel's been to a bunch of Super Bowls. They know how to prepare their team. So I think they're going to be prepared. I think it's going to be a little closer than what you're alluding to. But as for
you are talking about coaching staff and not at the actual people running around.
Sure, but they set the tone, right? And
that's true. And they set a damn good tone all season.
So they're not going to be overwhelmed by the moment, and the players are going to look to that and they're going to see that. Let's hope they put them in a position to be successful. I saw Julian Edelman on the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers, and he was talking about, he thinks they're going to be prepared. I agree with him. I still don't think they have enough to get it done. I think the Seahawks defense is too strong, and I think it's going to put them in a position. And if Sam plays the way he's been playing, I think they're going to win the game, Seattle. But I think it's going to be closer than what you think. And most importantly, what I want to say to you, my friend, is the teams that are there are the teams that are there. You can talk about supposed to be there or didn't or whatever, but at the end of the day, every team has bad calls, every team has good calls, every team throughout the course of the season. And I would argue that I don't know that there were two better teams going in the NFL right now. If you look at the way that they closed out there, when the last time the Patriots lost?
No, when?
It's a couple months ago.
October.
Okay.
Yeah, October. When was the last time the Seattle Seahawks lost?
Oh, sure.
I know that one.
I think the Rams, right? November? Was it November?
No, they beat the Rams in that game. They lost to the Rams in the first game.
Right, the first one. That's right.
Yeah. Also in October. That isn't by accident. We're going to see a good game. I'm excited to see it.
I can't wait to see the turnout.
And I think it's going to be great. And I'm excited to watch some good football. And hopefully we get a good overtime game or a last play game. And
I don't have a dog in the fight. I want to watch the Super Bowl commercials.
You're going to watch the game. Come on, Steve, what you got? What's your takeaway, Steve?
Of course he is. He'll be calling early off.
I've already got my picks in. Oh yeah, I got about 8 of them in already.
And then he'll be there for the whole game.
Almost definite.
We got like 2 or 3 minutes left. Let's real quick these NFL honors awards. Let's just go. I'm gonna name more. I think we all agree that McMillan's going to get Rookie of the Year as far as Offensive Rookie of the Year. So we're not even discussing.
Yes, sir.
But
Carolina, stand up.
As far as Offensive Player of the Year, you got Drake May, McCaffrey, Puka, Bijan, or Jackson. Who are we taking? Offensive Player of the Year.
Wouldn't they have to give it to Drake May?
They got to give it to Drake May.
They got to give it to Drake May. I don't see. Now, I would want to give it to McCaffrey, personally, but
I like Drake May.
Drake May. I don't see anybody over that.
Okay, well, remember they're both up for MVP as well. So this is Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Will Anderson Jr., Nick Bonito, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons. It's going to be Myles Garrett.
They're going to give
Will
it
Anderson Jr. I like
record.
No, Myles Garrett, he broke the sack record.
Yep.
You don't underlook somebody who does that type of record.
Yep.
I think he'll get that. And then now the big one, MVP. We got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, McCaffrey, or Stafford.
Stafford.
Ooh.
Stafford.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you give it to the people that and the person that's in it is in the Super Bowl? Now, explain that to me.
Stafford, I thought was
remember
the player.
He winning before the championship game,
right?
Yeah. So the championship game doesn't matter on.
Yeah, they don't know who. They don't know. They don't know who advanced.
Yeah,
I say Stafford. Stafford's going to win the MVP.
Yeah,
that's safe to say.
I'd want to give that. I would give it to May, but I think Stafford is going to win. But I think May deserves a win.
May did a lot, man.
There's going to be a little love thrown to Stafford because he's at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. He may not come back next year.
Right.
And he's never
won it before.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I think that's what's going to give it to him is that he's never won it. So yeah. So I'm with Stafford.
Oh, hold on. Let's address some of the people before we get out of here. And I like giving it to Stafford also. We got Omar Good, he said the Panthers are still. Hey, look, watch your mouth, sir. Yeah, hey. He said
Well,
that. He said that.
You told me what he said. He said the Panthers are what?
He said they're terrible, but he said
you gotta say the whole
he
statement.
said our division is super average. Man, when the
See, there you
haters
go.
show up, they show up.
Hey,
Man.
oh my goodness, I got a message for you. You only play who's on your schedule. And maybe
Bingo.
the teams in the South were so good they just beat each other up. Have you ever considered that?
Bam. And shout out to James Johnson. He's in the building. 7 Kevin says, what's going on? Thank you guys for being here. And everybody watching us on Facebook. Thank you guys for your support. We appreciate it. Let me see. Showing love to everybody. Hey guys, we're about to get up out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share, and have fun at the Super Bowl and drink responsibly. Hey, hey, even if you're a Seahawks fan or a Patriots fan, whoever wins, have fun. But don't tear nothing up. Just have fun. Have fun. But I'm rooting for Sam Darnold. I'm rooting for Sam Darnold. Something terrible.
Go Sam, go.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all be safe out there. Peace out.
All right.
Peace.